Guys, Cyprus heat or Cyprus sun is after my life. I don't know if you guys are feeling the heat the way we're feeling it over here. It's been so crazy, so intense these past 2 days. Well, anyways, welcome back to the channel. And guys, today makes it my 50th episode on YouTube, and I just want to use this medium to encourage anyone out there listening to me that just start. I know about the uncertainty and all that comes with that, but just start, because talking my 50th video felt impossible. Not impossible, but it felt like such a long and almost impossible. And here we are at the 50th episode, and I just want to encourage you to please just start whatever it is you've been led to. And I also want to encourage anyone to join me as I go for my next 50, which makes it 100. I also want to use this medium to encourage anyone listening to me. I want to challenge you to start that thing you've always told yourself or always procrastinated starting, because I'll be going for my second leg of 50 to see if I can get to 100 videos. So for me to get 100 videos, that would take from now until November of this year. So I just want to challenge you listening to me to start something, and then we all check by the end of November if we've been able to accomplish the goal, to see how far, how disciplined, and just join me. You can never tell, but if you try, we can all learn while doing it. So I'm challenging you to join me from now to November. Start whatever it is you feel you've been called to, or you've been procrastinating, and then we'll check back in November. And if you can't, please feel free to leave it in the comment section so we can all hold ourselves accountable. By end of November, I should have been clocking my 100th video. And let's get into today's video. So guys, before we move on to our movies, TV shows, and what's my jam, I'm going to be sharing one last embarrassing story with you guys. This happened, I think, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I went on a vacation and I was supposed to book the cabana. I was supposed to have the cabana the same day I checked in, but I happened to check in late. So the timing for the cabana, and I think the cabanas closed at 6 p.m. and I checked in, let's say roughly around after 4 p.m. So it was like roughly 2 hours. I was tired, I hadn't eaten, and I needed to cancel the booking. So I canceled the booking to rebook for the next day. The person who was attending to me was a guest relation in the hotel, or a staff of the hotel, whereas the cabana belongs to the hotel, but it has a different staff for that. So I was trying to rebook, and he said it wasn't a problem, I could go the following day and everything was okay. I said no problem, because you were supposed to pay at the beach club or the beach house. Fast forward to the next day, there's a shuttle in the hotel that takes you to and fro to where you're going to. Anyways, we had lunch. It was summer per usual. It was so hot. Everyone was so hot, sweating. We needed to wait for the bus for, I think, probably 20 minutes. So everyone was already on edge. If the bus finally came, we got on the bus, we got to the beach club or the beach house. Guys, on getting there, I kept asking for my reservation and no one was answering us. All of them were just saying it's not possible, there's no reservation, we don't have any reservation. And not just not having any reservation, we can't book. And I'm like, everything was just so confusing, and I couldn't get in touch with the other guy or with the other staff from the main hotel, because I came to the understanding that they work independently. That yes, the staff could talk, they could book reservation, but they work independently. And as of then, the person who was helping me had already clocked out for the day. So we just kept going back and forth. Every staff was stopped, and guys, it was so hot. I'm telling you guys, I was sweating profusely, and I hate sweating. So once I begin to sweat, I get so confused, irritated, agitated. Everything was happening. There were so many people there. Every staff we were talking to just kept telling us, no, meet the other person. The other person will not tell us to meet the next person, or they will say the cabana isn't available. And it got to a point where I was getting so irritated. And finally, guys, the manager came, because by then we had asked so many people, and I think they also had a misunderstanding on their own end. So we went to get their manager. When the manager came, we were talking. Even before we went far, when I was able to identify myself and explain the situation a little bit, they started apologizing and pointed at the cabana that was kept for us. Like I said, I had booked earlier on because it worked based on booking. So they directed us, they just kept apologizing. They told us to get any drink we wanted. And when we're trying to order the drinks, we were like, oh, no, 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 we should go sit down, guys. I was so embarrassed that day because I was the one who was supposed to book the cabana. And my friends who were with me did not even know anything about cabana. I invited them. So you can imagine that after inviting them, upon getting there, they are saying it's not available. And not just available, the way they were going about it, you know, everyone just kept saying meet the next person. Guys, I was just so embarrassed. Embarrassment was even the least of my problem. I just needed somewhere like a shade because we're standing under the sun. I just needed a shade, and you know, they're able to fix the whole situation. And from there, the manager sent, I don't even know who the other person was. I think guest relation, I can't even remember. I kept getting messages from two people. They kept apologizing. Someone called me, someone from the hotel still called me, and you know, it turned out to be a very fun day. But guys, the beginning was just so rough that we almost wanted to turn back because of the way everything was, and everyone was just so tired from the heat, and we just wanted to sit down. And yeah, that's another of my embarrassing story. Anyways, let's move on to movies and TV shows recommendations. What have I been watching this week? All I've been watching this week are all on Netflix. You can find them on Netflix. The first would be Under Paris. Guys, I need you guys to give this movie a watch. It's a movie. It is really interesting, but I'll warn you guys, there's no happy ending. There's no happy ending whatsoever. It was just action, back to back. So if you're looking for an action-packed film, this is definitely the movie for you. And please don't expect happy ending. But yeah, it's really an interesting movie. You should definitely give it a watch. The next would be Eric. I'm yet to finish Eric, but so far it's really interesting. And the storyline has to do with a guy, guys. This guy is one of the most, I would say, infuriating characters I have ever seen in my life. Like, that song, it's as if they gave birth to that man to just sabotage his life. Like, that's his purpose, to just sabotage his life. And you guys will not understand until you give it a watch. I just cannot understand or believe that such a human being can exist. Like, everything this person is doing in their life is just to sabotage themselves. And there's this couple, the man I'm talking about and his wife. Their relationship is somewhat rocky, especially he and his little boy. I think the baby is 8 years old. I'm not so sure. I can't really remember. And he was supposed to walk the baby to school one morning, but based on who he is, he didn't. That was how the baby got missing, and that's where the story starts developing. And guys, you really need to see the character I'm talking about to really understand. And he's not the Eric. That was the name of the series. This is a series and can also be found on Netflix. The next would be Godzilla Minus One. That's also another action-packed movie. But I'm going to warn you guys that it's a bit slow. Some of the scenes or the story can be slow. It's like nothing is happening. And then when something is to happen, the action is actioning. If that makes sense. So yeah, I've been watching Godzilla Minus One as well. And then the next would be The Eagle. This is like a Victorian era, and I'm such a huge fan of Victorian era movies, TV shows. This is actually a movie, and it has to do with the Roman Empire. And I think The Eagle, I don't know if it signifies in reality or just a TV show, but it's centered around retrieving the eagle. The eagle went missing, and yeah, I just really love Victorian movies, TV shows. So that's what I've been watching, guys. And my usual weekly TV shows, Grey's Anatomy. Guys, I don't know what is going on in Grey's Anatomy, but I wouldn't say I don't know, because Shonda Rhimes has always been like that, but it's just such chaos. So much chaos happening on Grey's Anatomy that after watching the last episode, the only thing I had on my mind was why Shonda Rhimes, why? But anyways, that's what I've been watching this week. Let's move on to what's my jam. I actually haven't been listening to music as I normally would this week. I don't know why. I just realized when I was getting ready for the video that I actually haven't listened to songs this week. But Thames released an album and I've been vibing to her album for the past 2 days, or I think less than 48 hours. I'm not even sure. These days I'm not sure of anything, guys. So I apologize for constantly saying I think. I don't think there's anything I'm sure of what I know these days. But anyways, let's move on to, or let's dive into the album. It's titled Born in the Wild. Let's move on to the album. Let's dive into the album. It's called Born in the Wild by Thames. And before I start, I'm such a huge fan of Thames, but of course I will try my best not to be biased. Not to try my best, I'll actually not be biased. I'll just try to give my feedback as honest as I can. So the first track, Born in the Wild, I really love that track so much. I just love, Thames has a magical, a very beautiful, soothing voice. So that Born in the Wild embodies all these things I just mentioned, and it just makes me fall in love with the Born in the Wild. And then the next would be Burning. Burning is also a nice jam. Not really a fan, but it's a nice jam. Next would be Wickedest. Wickedest is a jam. I enjoy it. It's actually nice. Next would be Get It Right by Ashake. And guys, I know I said this when I was talking about Ira and Ashake's feature, but I can tell you guys for a fact that upon hearing the beat, I already knew, before even saying the name, I already knew that that was the song she had Ashake on. But in my opinion, I would say Ashake didn't really do much, or I would say maybe I had so much expectation. I don't know which is a problem, but yeah, I still love him regardless. But I feel like I would have loved to hear more of him in the song, you know. But yeah, it's really a nice jam. It's a cool jam. It's a cool jam. And then the next would be Ready. I love Ready. Ready is also a very nice jam, and I love the switch up before her third verse on Ready. It's really I find the switch up to be really cool. I love the song. It's really beautiful as well. Her vocals, everything is just nice. And the next would be Gangsta. I really love Gangsta as well. And she did a little sample of Wizkid's Naughty Ride. You should give it a listen on her verse 2. There's, I think the first 4 lines, if I'm not mistaken, is like a sample to that Wizkid song titled Naughty Ride. And the official lyric video is out. And the video is giving me, or it's reminding me of the first time I fell in love with Thames, which was Try Me, the music video. I don't know, guys, what do you think? The official visualizer, or the official visualizer of the Gangsta, it's giving Try Me. And it just gives me nostalgia, you know. I'm just so happy for her that she has come this far, because I've been a day one Thames fan. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. The second one would be Unfortunate. I love this Unfortunate as well. That was one jam I was looking forward to when I heard a preview on X. Yeah, I think from her what's the name of that show? Guys, I'm serious. I don't think I know anything these days. Tiny Dex, yeah, Tiny Dex. I fingers crossed. I hope I'm saying it right, or I'm getting it right. Yeah, I think when she previewed it, I was looking forward to that song. So I really love the Unfortunate. I love the pre-chorus. I love the chorus. The second verse goes hard, and I also love the outro. I just the song is full vibes. Permit me to use the word full vibes. I know we're all misusing the word, but yeah, that song is just pure vibes. The next would be Boy Oh Boy. I'm not really such a huge fan of this one, but the lyrics got me thinking, you know. It's like Thames is angry, she's angry, and I just want to know who she's referring to, you know, because the lyrics is just give it a listen. Pay attention to what she's saying on that song. Next would be Forever. Forever is also a cool jam. Then next would be Free Fall featuring J. Cole. I really love the jam so much. I feel the collab was a good one. It was a good one. I love it. The next would be Turn Me Up. Guys, I cannot give any reason, but I just love that particular song so much. Her vibes, her flow, the beats, the lyrics, like I just appreciate everything about that song. I love it so much. Turn Me Up. And then the next would be Me and You. Me and You came out way, I think, months before. Of course, I love Me and You. It's a very, very cool jam. And then next would be You in My Face. I love that as well. I love that. I love the outro of that song as well. And then the last one would be Hold On. I feel, or in my opinion, this is such a very, very, very beautiful song. Very beautiful song, very encouraging, very inspiring. It's just so beautiful. I just want you guys to give that song a listen while being intentional with the lyrics. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Really, really beautiful. And all in all, I will rate this album a good 8 over 10. I really, really appreciate her vocals. I appreciate her pen game, because most of the songs, actually, if not all, just I think on 2 or 3 that she co-wrote with someone else. I saw on X, she posted it herself. She wrote all the song, wrote and composed, and it's just beautiful, you know. I'm happy for her, and like I said, I'm such a huge fan. She has such a gorgeous voice, the transitions, and yeah, all around is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you haven't given it a listen, please you should. And this is not all. I think in total it's a total number of 18 tracks. I just missed out the interlude. You can give it a listen, but most of them is like all talk, and yeah, you know what's the meaning. Or if you don't know the meaning of interlude, you can give it a listen. It's also like not a transition, but in that sense. And yeah, aside that, I downloaded every song except the Boy Oh Boy and Love Me Jeje. I'm just not a fan of that song. I don't know why, but yeah. Next I've been listening to would be Video by Chris Brown featuring Davido. I'm just such a huge fan of that song. I don't know if it's the beats, because it's definitely not the lyrics. So I would say for the beats, it's just a catchy song. I love it, and the video is not bad. It's nice. It's nice. It's a cool jam. I love the song. It's nice. And then the next would be the music video of The Boy Is Mine by Ariana Grande. I'm not such a huge fan of that particular song, but I really, really, really love and appreciate the video. Like, it was really, really well thought of, well executed, and I love the fact that she used Brandy and Monica in the music video. They were the newscasters, and just in case you are not aware, there's an original song by Brandy called The Boy Is Mine, so you know it adds more depth to the music video, having Brandy and Monica, and also her cosplay of a Catwoman, she being a Catwoman. I really, really love the execution. She really gave an A game in her acting, in everything. And also the video features Joe from You the Show on Netflix. It's just such a wholesome video. I really, really love and appreciate the video. And the next would be Diamonds by Wizkid. Fun fact about this song, guys, did you know that King Madi, if you don't know her, what's her popular song? Ole featuring Benson, or the one she had with Chloe, Vision remix. Yeah, in case you don't know, her name is King Madi, and I just found out that she actually did the vocals, the background vocals for that song. I went back to listen to it because I always listen to the music, but for some reason I never, maybe because I wasn't expecting her, you know, so maybe that could be a reason. But I went back and I listened to it, and you know, it just made me understand that in as much as I claim to listen to music so much, I don't think I do. Because it was there, but it's one of those things that I feel one wouldn't catch on a normal day. You have to be really, really attentive. So I guess that's trying to tell me that I should be more attentive. But yeah, that's what I have for today. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. All my returning viewers, my new viewers, I just want to say thank you. And don't forget, I'm challenging you guys. We have now to November to pick whatever it is we've been procrastinating, or whatever it is we set plan to do. Let's start doing it from now to November. You can feel free to leave whatever it is in the comment section, so you could hold yourself accountable. Of course, I'm not saying you should come write the exact thing you want to do, but you know, just something to use to hold yourself accountable. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, Bye.